Hey everybody, welcome back to JT Channel and welcome to yet another channel update. I love doing these. The main reason I'm doing this one is because I'm a lot more focused and I actually have ideas now. I realized that in my last channel update, I just kind of said, I don't know, maybe some stuff. No Man's Sky. I just kept doing this over and over again and I think I was really tired too. So I'm a lot more awake, I'm a lot more focused, and I actually have ideas. So I'm going to tell you about them. First things first, big thank you to everyone who's watching the No Man's Sky videos. I know I've kind of been spacing them out. I decided to do this instead of playing No Man's Sky because I felt like this was a little more important. I just shut that off. I feel like I'm screaming every time our air unit is on. But anyway, I think at the end, I think we're about to finish the main story. Now, of course, the game itself, you can do whatever you want pretty much forever. And I'm enjoying doing that, but I also want to get to the end of this story where I'm going to reset the universe, I guess. That's what I mean by it seems like we're heading to the end. It really, really does. I'm excited to see where it goes. I have been playing off camera, gathering the materials I need. I have to do a bunch of, warp jumps, so I'm making sure I have enough warp cores. I have a warp hyper core as well, which is supposed to be good for multiple jumps, so we'll get back to that. And like I said, that might be the last video of No Man's Sky, which is why I'm making this video, because now I have to look at, okay, I don't know how much you guys are going to want to watch me just walk around and document animals and rocks and plants. And that's great. And that's fine, because I'm probably going to do that anyway. I love No Man's Sky. I love doing that shit. So I'll probably keep doing it. But once I finish the main story, I do need to move on to something else. Now, I can't just sit here and keep going, I don't know, I'll figure it out. I need to come up with a plan. And I think I have. I think I've come up with a pretty good plan. It's a multi-part plan. First of which is more videos like this. More talking to you guys videos. I really enjoy doing this. I like to talk. If you didn't know already, and my father and my mother and my brother and everyone in my family and my wife and eventually my daughter, they'll all tell you that I can't ever shut the fuck up. So maybe she won't say that exact phrase. But the point is, I do enjoy talking, and talking to a camera, what other people watch later, isn't nearly as nerve-wracking as like if all 137 of my subscribers were sitting in front of me. I'd be like, probably bring my stutter back. But it is a good opportunity to do some more stuff like that, some more videos like this. More specifically, I'm going to start doing like ranking videos and maybe some more surprise reviews. Like I reviewed the Sleep Token album and stuff like that. Because I've been watching a certain series of movies, I'm going to keep some of this kind of close to the chest. I'm just going to explain what I'm doing because I want it to be a surprise. I think it's going to be more fun that way. But I've been watching a series of movies lately and I'm almost done with them. And I thought, it would be fun ranking these movies. I love all of them. All the current movies. There's more coming. No, it's not Marvel or DC or anything like that, but it's a series of movies that I really enjoy, and I'm really enjoying watching them. So I thought it'd be fun to sit here and rank them. And it'll be just like the Sleep Token album. I picked a song that I would rank at the bottom, but it didn't mean I didn't like the song. Same thing with these movies. I like all the movies in the franchise thus far. It's just, if I were to rank them, what would they look like? So that's probably going to come out this week, I hope. I'm still finishing the movies, although I'm pretty sure I have my ranking down. I want to watch the last 2 films that I have left to watch to make sure my ranking stays the way it is. So I'm thinking about doing roughly 2 videos like this a week, 1 to 2 at least. They're not all going to be rankings or anything, but like I found a notepad on my phone from 2018, like March of 2018. So this thing's 7 years old, where I wrote down a bunch of top 10s for this specific reason, because even all the way back in 2018, I always wanted to do stuff like this, make videos. I never thought I'd have a YouTube channel. Holy crap, look where we are now. But I'm sorry if you can hear Baby Shark in the background. 2 seconds. I tried to turn it down a little bit. But anyway, there's such weird top 10s. Like there was like Godzilla's top 10 antagonists, my top 10 favorite Family Guy songs, and then there were 5 in there. I can't remember all 5 of them. I really can't. But the 2 that made me laugh the most were 1, top 10 superstars, top 10 best WWE superstars to never hold the WWE Championship. Now you're like, how is that funnier than top 10 Family Guy songs? because Kofi Kingston was number 2. This was so long ago that Kofi Kingston still hadn't won the WWE title. So I'm excited to do stuff like that. I'm excited to revisit that list. There was a good list, but now that Kofi Kingston's been champion, I kind of have to update it. And plus, there's so many more wrestlers on the WWE roster. But the other one, this one is insane because the other ones are kind of my niches. Family Guy songs, pro wrestling, Godzilla, right? The other list, the first list I made on this notepad 7 years ago was top 10 movies that nearly derailed popular franchises. Who do I think I am? Watch Mojo? Or What Culture? That's such a crazy list for me to write down. But it's a cool list. It's a list of movies that were in a certain franchise, and we're lucky the franchises continued after those movies flopped or people didn't like them as much as we thought they did. So more stuff like that, more lists, but also more reviews, more talks about like video games or big time movies, or pro wrestling obviously is a big one. Anything else like that. Maybe I'll do some like personal videos, talk about some more experiences of mine. I'm wearing my FXC shirt today. This is the company I trained with. Technically, I was signed to FXC for a year. Technically, I was signed to a independent professional wrestling company for 365 days. And nobody can ever take that away from me. I did a look back, my personal experiences, and I don't think it was very good. I'm still learning how to do this. So maybe I'll redo something like that. Maybe I'll do a part 2 and kind of talk more about what I went through specifically, not without giving away any trade secrets. But just more talking videos. Clearly, I love to talk. I think that'll be really fun. And maybe I'll even throw some more vlogs in there. I've only done like 2 or 3 vlogs total. So the other thing I want to do is a new game. But it's not new. Or is it? It's kind of new, but it's not new. It's a remaster of an old game. No, it's not The Last of Us. For the love of God, it's not The Last of Us. But I mentioned PlayStation Premium. I hope I mentioned PlayStation Premium. I've been yapping for 7 minutes. But we got PlayStation Premium a few months ago, and we actually had planned on canceling it. And we didn't, and we still have it. So that's the short version. But I found a game on PlayStation Premium that I have never played once in my life. And don't worry, you'll know what it is by the end of the video. But I've decided that after I thought about it a lot, because it's not a game that I would normally play, I don't think. I've always been intrigued by the game and the series of games that it's a part of. Again, just trying to keep it secret. But for me, I always was, big on first-person shooters and freaking wrestling games. That was pretty much it. And like some fighting games like Mortal Kombat. But over the years, I've expanded my interests. And when I was looking through PlayStation Premium and I saw this game, I was like, you know what? I think it's time I gave it a shot. Now, for those of you who watch all of my videos, it is a long fucking game. Okay? I have to say it like that because I know that all of my videos, all of my game playthroughs are long, but this is going to be unlike anything I've ever done. From what I understand anyway. I went to pause the video to answer a text from my wife and accidentally stopped it. So if there's a weird disconnect between what I just said and now, that's why. Anyway, from what I've read, it is an over 30-hour game. And that is insane. Now, I have a 17-part series on Doom Eternal. My Doom 2016 series was 12 parts, I think, but I was already into the game. And of course, No Man's Sky, if it ends in the next video, will also be 17 parts. Most of my videos don't go over an hour and a half at absolute maximum. Excuse me, most of them don't go over like an hour and 10 minutes. Except for maybe MAW sometimes, because I can't just cut that off when I want to. I need to finish the whole show. The problem is that I'm not sure how long I can record. For those of you who don't know or may have forgotten, I record on a phone, on an Android phone. And I have had multiple videos on my phone at once that were an hour long, and then I had 2 hour long videos, and then maybe like a 20-minute. So I can probably record for 2 hours straight, but I'm always nervous about trying, because if I'm recording something for that long and my phone decides, you're actually out of room, then it just gets cut. It's gonna and then I could be in the middle of a fight. Like, I was terrified while playing Doom, either Doom, that I'd be in the middle of a boss fight and my phone would just go, ooh, That's the exact noise phones make when they run out of room. Ooh. But the point is, I'm always a little nervous. With this series that I'm going to be doing this year, I'm still nervous, but holy shit, it's going to be a lot different. And I think when people see what I'm playing, that I think people will be excited. I think that it's going to be one of those series that gets people's attention, like No Man's Sky did. No Man's Sky really got people's attention. People are going to ask, wow, you've never played that before? I've just never, as intrigued as I was by it, I never bought into the idea of playing it. So it's going to be really interesting playing this game for the first time ever. And, you know, like I said, it is an over 30-hour game when it comes to the main story. If you haven't figured out what it is by now, don't worry. Again, you will know by the end of the video. But there are side quests, which, I mean, No Man's Sky had a bunch of side quests that I did a few of, but then realized I wanted to stick to the main story. Doom even technically had side quests. Both of them did. Well, Doom Eternal had more with the gore nests. Those were your side quests so you could gain more crap. But with this game, just the main story can take you 30 hours or more. If you add side quests, you're never finishing the fucking game. So I'm really, really excited to bring something new and something I've never touched a day of my life to the channel. That is pretty much the biggest stuff going on right now. And I know it seemed like I had a lot more to say, but for me, this is a steady plan for the channel. I'm going to beat No Man's Sky, the main story, whether episode 17 is the finale or not. I'm going to continue that on until it's over. And when I get to either the end of the main story or I figure out that the videos aren't doing well or the game's kind of petered out in interest for even me, then I will do this new game, this new old remaster game, and that's going to take up a shitload of channel time. It is going to be, it is going to be my longest series, most likely by a country mile, as we all like to say here in the South. And I'm excited. I'm excited. Like I said, if it's a 30-hour game, we could be looking at 25 to 30 episodes, which is really, you don't see people doing that very much anymore. And I'm happy to be that kind of person now. Someday, I would like to be doing this properly, but we're just not there right now. So just kind of prepare yourself, I suppose. Because it's just going to be wild in every single way. And then, like I said, with the talking videos, I have a bunch of ranking videos apparently on my phone from 7 years ago. I might do some of those. I might not do like the Family Guy one. That's a little stupid. But there will be some wrestling ones. I've wanted to do my top 10 Undertaker matches, my top 10 Ultimate Warrior matches. She's my favorite wrestler for ages. I may not do my top 10 favorite wrestlers because that is an ever-changing list. I just realized I'm talking really fast. I apologize. But yeah, wrestlers is an ever-changing list. This first video I'm going to do later on this week, maybe this weekend, is, well, not this weekend. I got to do Hell on Earth this weekend. MAW, woo! But hopefully later this week I'll get my first ranking video out, and then I'll see how that does, and then I'll do more videos like this. I'll try to... See? Stutter. Like I said, I will try to do 1 to 2 talking videos a week, and then throw in at least 1 gaming video as well. Especially if I get this new series started. If I can beat No Man's Sky later this week or next week, whenever I get back to it, then I would like to start this new game as soon as possible. Especially since I have to work on my birthday, which is next Saturday, and Saturday night's main event takes place the same day, so I don't want to overload myself. But if I think I can pull it off, maybe I'll start the new game on my birthday. Maybe that's how we'll celebrate my birthday. So that is it. Again, I apologize for the weird disconnect. I accidentally stopped the video. Now I got to smush these together. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching, and thank you for being patient, as always. I'm just taking my time. We've been through a lot here at home. Stuff I'd rather not get into. It's just been a crazy, crazy ride. But you're all still watching No Man's Sky. You're all still watching AEW. You're all... AEW? MAW. And you're all still watching these videos. So, like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think about the game I'm going to play. I promise you, you're going to know. Just wait. Just wait till the end of the video. You're going to know. Let me know what you think about the ranking videos. There's something you want me to rank, something you want me to review. I'll do my best. You know, if it's a movie that I haven't seen and I can't find anywhere, Yo ho. And then, yeah, we'll finish out No Man's Sky hopefully here in the next couple of days. And look out for that first ranking video. I cannot wait. So until next time, this is JT Channel. I am JT, and I will see you in the next one.